Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. Yeah, I'm in a hotel. I'm on my way to the beach. By the time this uploads, I'll be well on my way. You know, these last two cases of these Americans getting killed, it shook me, man. And I wanted to talk about something. You know, we see all of these videos on dating over and over and over. But the one thing they never tell you is what could happen to you if you choose the wrong one. See, the one thing you don't want to get wrong in the Philippines is the woman you're choosing off that dating site. It could cost you everything, man, even your life. You know, I was talking to some guys in our discourse. You know, we've got a Sunshine Shoulders discourse. And I said, when I look back on some of these cases, not just the gentleman's case, 73-year-old in Dumaguete, who's now his living partner is being looked at as a person of interest, her and one of her siblings. And, everybody said, hell, if you've got one grain of brain still hanging off your spinal cord, you probably knew she was going to be a suspect. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. But it's happened before. It's happened a lot of times over here. And it brings me to the case of the gentleman. He's a 72-year-old American and the 30-year-old Filipino in Cebu. And you could easily look this up. I've talked about this before. But I want to make a point, guys, that a lot of these women over here that we're dealing with, believe it or not, man, they could be psychopaths. They could be sociopaths, just based on their behavior. You know, psychopath is they're calculating, they're charming, but they're emotionally detached. And they'll lay up there with you, until the time is right, and they'll cut your damn head off. You know, a sociopath mainly comes from environmental trauma, okay, which, makes them act erratic and impulsive and come up with some old fucked up idea that, I can set this guy up and take the money that he's got. But back in December 2023, 30-year-old Filipina and her ex-Filipino partner killed her husband. He was a 72-year-old Japanese American. Now check this out, though. They met online in April. They got married in October, and he was dead in December. Let that soak in, man, before I keep going, guys. You can do everything right over here, but the one thing you can't do wrong over here is choose the wrong woman on the dating site. I say it over and over and over. We don't get lucky over here, guys. We get unlucky when we're in a hurry, when we're rushing, okay, on that dating site. They ended up killing this man. He did everything right. He came over here, he married the woman. He'd even given her $100,000 for this business idea. They always got some type of business idea. And she got mad at him because she done fucked up the $100,000. So she comes to him again for another $100,000. The guy's on a fixed income. And he was like, no, and they got into an argument. And she concocts this plan. She's a sociopath. This woman is. She does it impulsively. Oh, I'll call up my ex. We'll get that money one way or the other. And they killed him. It makes me feel some kind of way right now, man. That's why I'm going to the beach. I got to get away, man, because when you think about it, man, these guys, they're helping people. We help a lot of people over here, man. Okay, and I know before you start talking about, Calvin's only a few cases, all it takes is one case, man. All it takes is for you to make that one wrong decision. You can do everything else right, guys. Listen to this, because nobody else is going to talk to you about this. Nobody cares. They really don't care. They're saying you grown men, you come over here, you take your chances. I'm saying be real, real careful, because they're cold, man. Some of these women are cold. They're calculating. They're very patient. Just like the woman in Cebulan Dumagetti. I'm not going to talk too much about it because this thing is changing from minute to minute. This guy was a famous environmentalist, basically, conservationist. Put the Philippines on the map. Successful. You know, through his work, he helped a lot of people. 73 years old, not gonna hurt a fly. He didn't deserve this, guys. But it's his live-in partner that they're thinking that did him in. Think about that, guys, okay? It's not like he just met her off the street and invited her over. They were living together. A sociopath, man. She's charming. Yeah. But she's emotionally attached. She don't give a damn about him. She claimed they tied her up and raped her. The rape kit came back negative, meaning she wasn't even giving him sex. At least something should have came back where, hell, his semen was inside the woman, or, you know, he done beat her up, blew her back out a few times. There was no proof for that, guys. They concocted this plan. Guy had a beautiful home. Ran up in there, man, shoot him in the head, man. You know, I think they took, 75,000 pesos or something like that. It's not enough for me to lose my life over, guys. This guy did everything right. A lot of you guys out there are doing everything right. But the one thing you can't do wrong is to go on that dating site and choose the wrong woman, guys. It'll cost you everything, man. This is something we need to talk about more and more. Yeah, you see these guys walking around here, they're happy. You know, it makes me appreciate my woman, makes me appreciate Merlin even more now because, man, I wouldn't go on that dating site. You couldn't pay me to get back on that dating site. You know, when I told you guys before, I wouldn't date another woman over here. Y'all thought I was playing, man. I'm serious. It's nothing against Filipino women. The fact is, I don't want to choose the wrong one. It's easy to do. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I wanted to make this video while it was on my mind before I left and got on the bus. Because the overwhelming majority of women over here are good women, man. They're going to treat you right. If you find a good woman, hold on to her. Those days of being playboys over here, man, is over, guys. The price is too high to pay, man. So if you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find it in your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by that I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Take your time, man. You really need to start vetting these women properly. Vetting just means investigating. Stop coming over here. You know, the gentleman, 72, that's young, man. I'm 63, man. I feel 43. 73 is young. He chooses the wrong woman on that dating site. She's a sociopath. She's looking for a come up. She's looking for a lick. He gave her 100,000 pesos. Man, that's a lot of money. At that time, that was about $2,000. They come up with these old bonehead business ideas that fall through. She wants to get another 100,000 from him. He's like, no, we're on a fixed income. We got to live. Okay. Impulsively, I know how we can get it. We'll just kill you. Like, you're going to get away with it, lady? Q, shout out to Q in the Philippines. He posted a comment under my live stream. He said he doesn't know what's more diabolical. He likes that word. He said to be killed in broad daylight or for nobody to care. He said the guy that got killed up in Quezon province, it's not getting any news coverage. It's like his life didn't mean anything. It's sad to say, guys, but that's really the case over here. Once you dead and gone, and you're not even cold in the ground, man, they done moved on. They done forgot all about you. There's a lot of psychopaths and sociopaths on those dating sites. They're waiting for you to click the notification bell. Don't be the next victim, guys, over here. That guy in Siebel and Dumagetti was a victim. He did everything right. The only thing he got wrong was choosing the wrong woman on that dating site.
Boots on the ground, don't do nothing stupid. Give that man his flowers, a tribute through music. If I don't know nothing, I know one